You, what's up, man?
Oh, hey, it's going.
Huh?
Oh, you said so. Use the same link.
Yeah. Use the same link. If not, if that
Okay,
doesn't work,
all right.
yeah. If that doesn't work, I'll send you another one.
Okay, all right.
All right. Check one two. Check one two. Yeah, man, it's crowded in here. Can y'all hear me? All right, listen. This is a very interesting story. I want to introduce y'all to y'all, the audience that may be listening. Maybe for the single men that are traveling, white, black, Chinese, whatever. Um, there people are being stopped, kind of being treated like criminals when they go into, especially to Medellin, Colombia. Now, treated like a criminal without no proof. And I have one man story that was accused of being a sex tourist or a violent man, uh, accused of having sex toys in your luggage and condoms in your luggage, which none of them are illegal. Again, I'm going to discuss it. I have the man coming on just in a few minutes, and let's see how one person puts it. Let me play something for y'all.
Another U.S. citizen was denied entry into Medellin. And this story gets a little bit crazy. This man was pulled out and started to be questioned. He ended up trying to evade migration. Then he decided that he was going to try and fight migration and got violent with them. They were able to subdue him. They continued their search. They found sex toys on him. They found that he had a history of domestic violence. No surprise here, right? And he was denied entry into the country. Guys, we are seeing the denials every single day now. I think El Tigre has made it very clear on what type of migration he is going to have, on who he is not going to allow in the country. So if you are looking to come to Colombia, Medellin for sexual tourism, it's time that you cancel that flight you might have booked and you go somewhere else, because another American was denied. And this time, this guy decided to get violent and he effed around and he found out and he's going home. Another U.S. citizen was denied entry into Medellin. And this story gets a little bit crazy. This man was pulled out and started to be questioned. He ended up trying to evade migration. Then he decided that he was going to try and fight migration and got violent with them. They were able to subdue him. They continued their search. They found sex toys on him. They found that he had a history of domestic violence. No surprise here, right? And he was denied entry into the country. Guys, we are seeing the denials every single day now. I think El Tigre has made it very clear on what type of migration he is going to have, on who he is not going to allow in the country. So if you
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Let me just have you introduce yourself.
Right. So, yeah, my name is Blake Foster. So just what rundown of everything, just about me, or what?
Yeah. Just introduce yourself. What do you do? And yeah, then we'll get into other things.
Okay. So yeah. So I'm a DAS engineer in telecommunications. So I travel the country. I can be in like two, three different states, in a single week. So I'm always on the plane, uh, first in the states and internationally as well. A personal trainer, nutritionist, massage therapist. I've been to 15 countries. I've been to a few different countries multiple times. So I'm always traveling. I work out a lot. I eat healthy. I guess that's a quick rundown.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, you were recently denied entry to Medellin, Colombia. Before I want to just give people background, just like you were accused of domestic violence, of having a history of domestic violence,
Right.
putting your hands on one of the migration officers,
Mhm.
having sex toys in your luggage,
Right.
condoms in your luggage, which, to my
Yeah.
knowledge, is not
Not
uh,
not against the law. Did I
not a,
know, right?
yeah, not illegal. Um, yeah, and you were posted. Your picture was posted on Colombia Migration's Instagram as if you were a criminal. Just
Right.
run down from the very start. Your your entry into Medellin, or your matter of fact, get into your history of Medellin. Have you traveled there before?
Yeah, so this was like my fifth time in Medellin. So I've been to Colombia probably almost 10 times. I've been to Cartagena a few times. I've been to Bogota, and this would have been my fifth entry into Medellin. So yeah, I've been there a few times. I have a couple businesses in Medellin. So yeah, I know people there. I've been there a few times.
All right. Now tell me that the run down exactly what happened when you arrived.
Right. So I arrived just like, normally, like I have many times before in the immigration line. It's a very long line. So I was waiting, probably like 2 hours or so before I got up, to the officer when it was my turn. So just like before, when I entered Medellin, I know that, they need like four things. They need your passport, your inbound flight, your exiting flight, and your Airbnb, like where you stand while you're there. So, I was just following normal protocol, just showing the immigration officer, the one on that photo, the one to my left, he was the one who, I initially interacted with, who I was showing all my information to.
Right. Now you when you showed him the information, he grabbed your phone and tell me what happened from there.
Yeah, so first I gave him my passport, I gave him my inbound flight that was on the ticket, and then on my phone I had my Airbnb and my return flight. So I was just showing the immigration officer my Airbnb, and then he took my phone. It's not too alarming because they did before. So I thought he was just looking at the Airbnb, and then he was scrolling. He just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So at first I didn't say anything because I thought he was just verifying where it was and how long I was staying there and all these things. But he kept scrolling so long, so I was like, "Que busca? What you looking for?" And he didn't. He just said, "Go sit down." He said, "Go sit down." Like he
Mm,
didn't give me no explanation. He didn't ask me could he search my phone because I know they have the right. They can search your phone, but they have to give you the option. Like, okay, either unlock your phone or you have to catch a return flight.
right.
He never gave me that option. He just took my phone and he kept looking in it, and I was like, "Que buscas?" He never said anything. He just said, "Go sit down, go sit down." So I kept asking him, and then I was like, I looked and I saw that he was like all the way down at the bottom of my WhatsApp. I saw that he had been through like my photos were open. Like he was just looking through everything in my phone. And then I saw him like calling a number in my phone. I was like, Kate Busas, Kate, what are you doing? Like he wasn't telling me nothing, but the only thing he was saying to me was go sit down. And he just kept saying it in a strong, more aggressive tone. And then he initially eventually got up to walk to the back office with my phone and without giving me any explanation of what's going on. So I'm very alarmed and uncomfortable with him walking to the back with my unlocked phone. It has my bank information, my cash app, like all my personal information in the phone,
Right.
and it's open. And he's not even telling me what he's looking for or why he's looking in it. So I approach him again and I'm like, "Que buscas? ¿Cuál es problema?" I speak a little Spanish, right?
Right.
So I'm asking him what's going on, and he's not saying nothing but go sit down. That's literally the only words that he said was go sit down. So then, okay, I reached to get my phone. So like, what I'm saying? Like he was kind of walking to the back, and then I kind of walked towards him, asking him the questions, and he wasn't telling me anything. So, I reached to get my phone out of his hand. So I got my phone from him. And then by the time I reached and got my phone from him, then it's like 3 or 4 other immigration officers, they came out and they're trying to cuff me still without explanation. So the whole time I'm just saying like, ¿cuál es problema? ¿Qué busca? Like, ¿qué pasó? So while they're trying to arrest me or put handcuffs on me, I'm just trying to lock my phone. So I'm not resisting. I'm not fighting. I'm standing here with my arms behind my back, trying to lock my phone so they can't go through my phone. So by the time I eventually get my phone locked, because I'm like this, and it's like 3 guys holding my arms, and I got my hands in front of me. So I eventually get my phone locked, and then they cuff me, and then they take me to the back room.
Right.
And still, it's without explanation. I still don't know what's going on, right? I still don't know the reason for the whole initial looking through my phone, aside from checking my Airbnb. So I'm sitting in the back. They have the handcuffs on me. They're extremely tight. You know, they put scars on my arm. So I'm sitting here in the back, and then when I get back there, it's already one other person. It's a Jamaican guy in there. He's already sitting back there. So I don't really know what's going on. You know, it's just me and him in there, and then the immigration officers. So then they take all my carry-on bags. I have I have 2-3 carry-on bags. I have my satchel, my bag, and a backpack. So I have 3 things on me already. And then I had 3 check bags that, they didn't bring those back there yet. But right now I have those 3 things on me, and then they take that off me, and then they start searching it. So they take everything out of those bags and put it on the table. And in those bags, I just had, they have some condoms, which, is not illegal to my knowledge. I had some gym supplements, and then I had some medicine. This is all the stuff I had in those bags. And they laid everything out, and I had some money, and they laid everything out on the table. They still not telling me nothing while they're doing this. I'm trying to, because nobody speaks English here. And, I just speak a little Spanish. So I'm trying to talk to them in Spanish, and they're not even acknowledging that I'm saying anything. They're just like, sit down, shut up. Like, they're very rude. They're very rude. And they're going through all my stuff, and, they don't see anything. They say, ooh, condoms. I'm like, it's problema con condoms. Like you should be happy that we're bringing condoms to have protected. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you want us to go raw or something? Like, so you know what I'm saying, right? So they find all these condoms, gym supplements. I'm still sitting here handcuffed, no explanation, and then nothing. I'm just sitting in the room. Then they leave out. Everybody leaves out, and then it's just me and the Jamaican guy in here, and I'm asking him the same, like, what's going on? Why are you here? He's saying the same thing. He don't even know why he's back here either. So he don't speak Spanish either. He speaks English and, his other language, and he's trying to ask them what's going on. They're not giving him an explanation either. So right now it's just me and him in the room. I'm handcuffed. He's not. All of my belongings are on the table. And then eventually they come, probably like an hour or so later, they come back with my 3 check bags. So then they begin to open all those bags while I'm in the back room. So it's like probably 4 or 5, maybe 6. It's a lot of immigration officers in the room at that time. And then they're going through all 3 of my check bags. Again, I don't have anything illegal. I've been here many times. Like, I'm not going to bring anything illegal through to the airport. Like, that's insane, right? So I'm like, "Que buscas?" Then one guy, I've sent again, "Que buscas?" And then one of the officers, he's like, "Drogas, or money, dinero." I'm like, what? No, yo no soy estúpido. Like, I'm just trying to say a little bit stuff in Spanish. So they go through all my bags. They don't find nothing. I just have clothes in there, more gym supplements, and some shoes. They don't find nothing. So they zip my bags back up, and they sit my bags in the back room with me. All my other stuff is still on the table, and I'm still sitting here handcuffed without explanation. And I don't know. That's it. So I'm sitting here, and then eventually they bring another black guy back there. Probably a couple hours later, they bring another black guy back there. So now out of the whole immigration line is 3 black guys who they stopped only. And then they went through, they asked him to, they went through his stuff, his phone and everything like that. But I was the only one handcuffed. So now we're just sitting back here. The immigration officers are here, and they're going through this other guy's stuff. I'm still handcuffed. All my things are on the table. All my bags are back here. I'm sitting in the back room, still trying to ask everybody what's going on, because I don't know what's going on. It's been, hours at this point, and I'm still cuffed the whole time, and I don't know what's going on. And then eventually they come in, and then they tell me to stand up. They want to take a picture. So that's that picture that they took. You see that picture that right. They took? Yeah. So they took, I don't know. So they didn't take a picture of the stuff, right? They said I had sex toys and all this stuff, which are sex toys illegal? Like, that's another, right? But I didn't even have sex toys. I just had condoms. So they took a picture of all my stuff. They took a picture of me with those 2 officers. They took probably like 3 or 4 other pictures with me with different officers for some reason, with me handcuffed. They blurred my face. I don't know. That's it. Nobody ever told me anything. And then hours later, a female immigration officer, she came in. She did not speak English, but she had the translator on her phone. She said, I got to catch the next flight out. in the morning, right? At 10 the next morning. So I got there at like 9 or 10 that night. So I got to leave at 10 the next morning. So, okay, I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, okay, I got to sit here all night. And then I asked them, okay, can we get some food, comida, agua? And they said no, right? So they keep me in here all night, like nothing. No, I'm handcuffed all night. No water, no food, nothing. Don't even know why I'm in here. They're very rude. At some point, the same immigration officer, this one that's standing to my left, he came in there and he was with a bigger guy. And then I'm like, what is going on? I still don't know what's going on this whole time. And then he was so mad. Like he was saying I don't even know what he was saying. He was saying a lot of stuff in Spanish. Like, I don't know what he was saying, but he kicked me. Like I was seated handcuffed and he kicked me. And, I didn't do nothing. I'm like, what is wrong? I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I'm like, and then they leave out. And then one of the black guy left out. So pretty much all night, it was just me and the Jamaican in the back room all night. So they kept us in there overnight. And then they have like a makeshift bed kind of thing in there. It's like a raggedy couch in there. So, we tried to just make the best of what we could without food, without water, without explanation, being trapped in this room. I'm still handcuffed and nobody's telling us anything. But they left us in here all night. So I still didn't know what was going on. So then the next morning, they came in there. They said, okay, you're going. And mind you, they kept my phone all night. So they kept my phone all night and they kept my passport all night. So I didn't know, what else, if I was going to get that back. I didn't know, if they had kept the phone or what. But they kept it all night. And then in the morning, when they came to get me, they escorted me to the airline, to the counter to catch the flight. And the Jamaican guy was still in there. So he still didn't know what was going on. But they took me to the flight. And then they finally gave me my phone and my passport. And they still didn't tell me nothing. They still didn't tell me nothing. So they put me on the flight to leave. And I still don't even know what the whole thing was about. But then they said I assaulted the officer. I mean, this is me later reading these articles because it's multiple articles. I see you had one. And I appreciate you reaching out, to actually get the real story instead of just going on what they wrote, which is what all the other blogs and websites are doing, right? Because I've seen this in multiple places. The other guy you was talking about.
Yeah. We'll get into that. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Let's go in order.
Okay.
The white devil is, working overtime. Go ahead.
So I seen this all over, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, wow. And then I see, because I'm even part of like a group of travel guys who travel, and they had posted it in the group, and they didn't even know it was me. And they was even just reading the stuff and like, oh, this guy had sex toys and all this stuff. Like they was like making fun of it. And I'm like, so even you guys are just reading this and going on what it says without even trying to get the facts. Like I was shocked. So in my travel group, it's like probably 50, 60 guys in there, and they was just, making fun of me pretty much. And I'm like, this is really what happened. They just wrote anything. So I see how people just take everything at face value and just run with that like it's facts. But assault an officer, like if I would have assaulted an officer, they would have just took me to jail, right? I'm sure. If I would have really assaulted an officer, you think they would have just sent me back without anything and I could just come back and be free? Like, I'm sure that if I would have assaulted an officer, I'm pretty sure they would have locked me up. So I took my phone out of his hand after repeatedly asking him what was he looking for in my phone. Right. I don't want him going through my bank account, my cash app, my credit cards, my investment accounts, all the things I have in my phone that's unlocked that you have access to without explanation, right? If he would have gave me the option, I would have just said no, and I would have just left then. If he would have said, unlock your phone or return, I would have just returned to the US. There's no way I'm going to let this guy go through my phone, right? So grabbed my phone out of his hand, did not assault an officer. What did they say? A history of what?
Domestic
abuse?
Violence. Yeah, domestic violence. Right. History of domestic violence, yeah.
So I have one thing on my police record in my life, right? So out of my whole life, I have one thing on my police record, which is a fight in a gym. I don't have a history of domestic violence. I don't, I'm 30 some years old. I don't have anything on my record except for one thing, and that's completed. That's it.
Right.
I don't use drugs. I don't even drink alcohol. Like I work out, I eat healthy. That's it. So they trying to paint this picture, like I'm somebody completely different than I am, you know.
Right.
And what was the other thing? So it was domestic violence, and what else it was? Oh,
Yeah,
the sex
sex
toys.
toys.
Yes. Yeah. So I had condoms, right? So they don't sell Magnum condoms in Medellin,
Right.
right? They sell condoms. They don't sell Magnum condoms. So I took Magnum condoms. I had, probably 30 some condoms or something.
Yes, you're gifted. We know.
That's
Yeah, we gifted.
so to my knowledge, condoms are not illegal, right? So
Not illegal.
that's why I had them in my bag. And prostitution is legal in Medellin, right? It's legal, right? So even with me having condoms, you still can't say I'm going to just meet prostitutes. Like,
Yeah.
what if I have a girlfriend? What if I meet a girl and we go out and we just go and I want to protect myself sexually?
Right.
Like, you can't just automatically tie condoms to sexual tourism,
Right.
even when prostitution is legal. However, I am a dating man. What I can meet a girl, we can go out, and I don't want to have unprotected sex with somebody who I don't know, so I can protect myself there.
Right.
So the whole notion of the picture that they're painting is unfounded.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's kind of my rundown of the situation. Like,
Okay. Let me ask you this: was there so they didn't give you any sort of reason, any sort of paperwork, or just like, hey, this is why you're not being allowed in?
No, that's what I'm saying. Nothing at all. They didn't give me any type of paperwork, any type of explanation. So that's the thing. That's the confusing part. I have an attorney. My attorney, he's already on the case. So I have the paperwork. I can send you that after this if you want to look at it.
Sure. Yeah.
So he has already petitioned the camera footage, all the officers who were on duty, all the radio communication, the body cam footage. He has already submitted that to the National Police, and they have 15 days to respond to him. So that's already in the works. So we should know something by the first of next month, what's going on, because I want to see the camera footage. Like, show me an assault. Like, I reached to get my phone.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So my attorney is already working on this. He's already sent them the video footage, the injuries. They didn't feed me or give me water the whole night. Like, it's already in the works. So we'll have some type of update, by the first of the month with what's going, because they have 15 business days to respond to his letter. So it's already in the works.
Right.
Yeah.
Before I get people in here, they could maybe ask their own questions to have them put in their just on the situation.
Yeah.
When you got back, so you flew back to Houston.
Houston is a direct flight.
So when you flew back to Houston, did U.S. Customs or anybody, any sort of officers approach you and, ask you to check your phone or say why you got kicked out of Colombia, anything like that?
No, that's a confusing thing, because I came back just like a normal international return. Like I fly internationally frequently. So I came back, I just went through U.S. Customs. They did the facial recognition. I got my bags, got Uber and left. Nothing about what happened. Still no paperwork or nothing. So, that's why I went to the attorney after that, because I need some type of answers of what's going on. Because I don't know if it's a ban, like a lifetime ban, or just entry denial for that time. Because I have businesses there. Like, I have stuff to tend to there.
Right. So did they tell you you were banned at all?
No. They just said it's a refusal of entry, right? They didn't say it's a ban. It's just a refusal of entry for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, did you see any of this like while you was before you arrived, and were you having any concerns before you arrived that you were maybe going to be stopped or profiled?
I had seen something before that they said they were doing that, but I didn't pay too much attention to it because, like I said, I've been to Medellin many times before without issue. So I was, I guess, like everybody else, I thought that if they stopped you, you were actually doing something wrong. Right. So when I saw that stuff, I was like, okay, maybe those guys were actually doing something. But I see now it's just like whatever they want to say is just at their discretion for whatever reason they decide at the time. So I had seen something, but it didn't even register in my mind that it was a issue, like a concern, I guess.
Right. That's the crazy part. That I feel like
Yeah.
I've kind of well, this is a third world country. No, I don't mean to put it down. Colombia is a very beautiful country.
It is. It's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so are the other countries in South America.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this tends to happen in these places where you may not have the best justice system, and
Right.
you
Right.
know what I mean, when you could bribe an officer with either sex or money,
Right. Yeah.
you know
Definitely. You can. You can over.
some things can happen with that, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
in that
Definitely.
country. So it's like, hey man, I as far as with the lawyer thing, I don't know how that the law works out there as far as you getting your lawyer and the whole civil rights thing. I hope
Yeah.
it does work out for you, because nobody wants to go into a country and the first thing they do is treat you like a criminal.
Right. Right.
Whether you black,
So.
white, Chinese, I'm not down with that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
without cause, without cause. But yeah, my attorney, he's from there, so he's Colombian, so he's on. He's a good attorney.
Yeah, hopefully it works out, because I don't know how. Again, at the same time,
Yeah,
you want justice, you want some sort of answers,
right.
and sometimes at the end of the day, lawyers are the ones winning because they're the ones that get
I
paid.
guess. Right, right.
Let me ask you this: do you know how would you define a passport bro is, and do you define yourself as one?
Passport bro. I think passport bro has a negative connotation. It's like guys who travel internationally specifically for like sexual exploitation. To me, that's kind of what I think the term passport bro means. Would I consider myself that? I wouldn't say that, because I travel. I travel to so many countries, and I don't just go there to have sex. I mean, I have businesses in Colombia, and I've been to there's other stuff in countries besides sex. I mean, if I have sex when I'm there, I mean that doesn't make me a passport bro, because I didn't go there specifically for that cause. So to me,
Yeah,
a passport bro is somebody who travels to these countries specifically for that cause. So I would not say that I'm that.
right. The passport bro
Yeah.
kind of sort of thing or phrase or whatever you want to
Mhm.
call it has sort of turned into like this, like you said, like a
Like
negative
a negative thing. Yeah.
negative
So
thing. Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead, my bad.
Yeah, no, I'll say it. I think initially like a passport bro maybe had good intentions, but how they have twisted it and turned like what it actually means or how people perceive it. Like if somebody calls you a passport bro, like they're saying something negative about you in their mind,
Right,
right? So to me, I would say I'm an international traveler.
right. Yeah, or a bro with a passport.
Yeah, either way, right? That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right. Yeah, I mean, it seems like Colombia is trying to crack down on its sexual tourism and the kind of sort of tainted image,
Yeah.
and making passport bros as like this criminal entity that
Hmm.
needs to be stopped, that kind of like supposedly ruin their country. Again, when you dealing with a third world country, you're gonna have some sort of, the biggest selling point is gonna be prostitution. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
I think
sure.
it,
Yeah.
I think it's sort of like very what's the word I'm looking for? Hypocritical. If you're
Oh,
gonna
definitely.
ban the men, that the travelers that may or may not come for that, but you're not
Mhm.
gonna be doing nothing about the women that's standing outside in the corner where they sell these services, or do
Right.
anything about the brothels that are publicly,
Uh,
out and about and
you
where
know what I'm
anybody's
saying?
welcome to come. So
Right.
I don't
Like
know.
make it illegal. Like if like make prostitution illegal, and then you can start to prosecute people for indulging in an illegal activity. If it's legal in your country, how are you going to prosecute somebody for doing something that's legal that you have legal in your country? Like that's the issue.
Right, and I do want to say, I'll say this before it doesn't. I don't want nobody watching to get it twisted, because migration does do that. They basically say,
Mhm.
no, we want to. They kind of what's the word? Just kind of like hide behind this. Oh, we want to protect our children. Like if
Yeah, definitely,
foreigners
definitely.
or
Mhm.
Americans are the only one that are doing these disgusting sort of crimes
Yeah,
with
with kids.
with kids. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't I don't promote that. I don't do that. I'm not for that. Anybody does
Yeah,
that should be in
right.
jail.
Yeah, like what's like kids? Like it's so many beautiful of age women. Like why would you even think about kids? Like that's insane to me. Like
Yeah,
18 up, it's so many beautiful women in Colombia or anywhere. It's 18 and up. Why are you going below that? To me, that's like some type of sick fetish. I would say this. It doesn't make sense to me because I mean I don't even find kids attractive. So I
right,
mean, it's like you know, I don't know.
right. The kid,
It's too many women. I don't know. It's too
right.
many women.
And it's just it's weird. Like damn man, it's just it's sad, bro. It's sad. Got
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
and like I said, I try to say to people, man, don't go where you're not welcome. You know what I mean? I've been in Colombia
That's
many times, and it's a
right.
beautiful country.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna ease up on it, and yeah, so don't go
Yeah,
where you're not welcome.
I think too. You know that the new president he was being sworn in around that time, so the 7th. So I was around that time. So they said that he was, you know, his when he's coming in, he's trying to change some of the policies or something. Because I just saw something recently where they raided a brothel in Cartagena. So I think the new president in Colombia, you know, has something to do with kind of what's going on. You know, he's kind of tied to the Jewish people and all this stuff. But I think
Right, right.
I think he kind of has something to his regime that's coming in is going to have something to do with this new crackdown because I think from what I understand, this is like the most people that have been denied in a very long time in Medellin, especially.
Right.
It was like 100 and something, like almost 200 people or something,
Yeah, they're
which
denying people every day.
just the 9 people, right? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you know, millions of people going to Medellin every day, but they're only denying a small percentage. But that still will start to deter other people from going there, right? Like if you
Absolutely.
start to see this stuff on the news, you're like, why am I going there for? It's so many other places in the world to go. Like,
Right.
why would you just go there and be humiliated for absolutely no reason at all for carrying condoms, for carrying protection? Like, I travel everywhere in the world. I carry protection with me everywhere I go. So, why do I want to be ridiculed for carrying condoms? Like, that's insane.
I have to ask, why do you think that they did this to you specifically?
Because I'm racism. Racism plays a big role in it. Racism plays a big role in it. I would definitely say that. Because they only stopped 3 black guys. Like the whole immigration line, it takes hours to get through this line. It's people from everywhere in the world, all ethnicities. They stopped from the time I was there. They stopped 3 black guys.
Wow.
So you know what else can I draw from that? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Go ahead.
no, you're right. It just at first I was like, nah, let me wait and see because I don't like to play the race card. I like to let people sink in their own. You know what I mean? Let them
Right.
show their true colors. Then you wait a little more, and you see a
Mhm.
lot of the people that get denied. Okay, seems a lot of black folk getting denied. I'm like, what's going
Right.
on? You know
Like,
what I mean?
we're not the only people that's traveling there. How are we so disproportionately being denied when you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
black men are being disproportionately denied to enter Medellin versus other races when we are not even the majority of the race that travels there. So how can if they stop 200 or almost 200 and some people, and most of those are black, when we are not the highest percentage of people traveling there, it seems like it's something else going on. Just looking at the numbers.
Right. Somebody, my guy Kari, shout out to him. He had a question. I think you know of him, right, Kari? Or you spoke to
Do I,
him?
I'm not sure. I don't.
Kari HQ. He lives in Medellin.
Did I speak? Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think I know him. I don't.
All right,
Do I
that's all
speak
right. But he had a question. He
Okay.
said
Yeah.
he wanted to say. He asked, "What did they ask you at the desk, and what answers did you give them?"
We didn't even get to that. We didn't even get to that. I just because I already know the protocol, so I just went up to the desk and I handed him my passport with my inbound flight on it, and then I just was already showing him my Airbnb. He didn't say a word. Words didn't pass.
Right.
I had my passport and my flight, and I handed that to him. And then I already had my Airbnb on my phone. I handed that to him. No questions were asked. He didn't ask me nothing. Like normally, like why are you here or how long you gonna be here? Those are the normal questions that I kind of get. Zero, nothing, because I was already ready. Right, I've been there many times, so I was already ready. I had my passport with my inbound flight. I handed it to him. I had my Airbnb already on my phone. I handed it to him. That's
Right.
it. And then he just started scrolling. There's no questions, nothing.
You just start looking through your phone. going through.
Yeah.
Who knows? You don't even know what he's going through, but he's going through some shit.
He saw some photos. He called a number. Like, I don't know.
He called a no. Wait. He called numbers on your phone.
Yeah, he called one number. Yeah, he did call a number. The girl. It was
what? What did he say?
No,
I don't think the motherfucker speaks English, but go ahead. Go ahead.
No, he called a girl from there, like from Medellin. So yeah, she didn't answer because I saw it. It was just on the screen, like when you call somebody, you can just see the number and all this stuff. It was just on the screen. I asked her later, and she said that she didn't answer. So I asked her, I was like, "Did you answer the phone that night?" You know what I'm saying? When it happened, she said she didn't answer the phone, but I saw it that he had dialed that number.
Right.
So he had went through my photos, my WhatsApp, because I don't, I have a lot of pictures in there, right? Like, okay, right. So he had went through some of my photos, all my WhatsApp, and he had called that number. That was because that was like a recent number. So he had called that number, and I just saw it like, when you call somebody, you can tell that the phone was ringing, or it was, if they answered or not. Like, I couldn't tell that, but I had asked her later. She said she didn't answer, but he did call it.
Right. Another question.
Yeah.
I'll get to it before I forget. What do you say to folks that say, if you don't have nothing to hide, why are you worried about someone them checking your phone?
Because my bank account, my access to my bank account is there. My Cash App is there. My credit cards is there. My investment accounts is there. Like, you have access to all this stuff. He could just transfer some money out of my account. Like, that's why. Like, it's not just about. I don't know what they were looking for, but my financial things are there. That's why.
Right. Another question. What did they ask you at the? No, I asked you that.
That's nothing.
Right. At what point did they move you to the secondary inspection?
After secondary inspection. Well, I guess when I grabbed my phone from his hand. So, like, he was sitting at the desk first, right? And then he was looking at my phone. He got up from the desk to walk towards the back. So I walked towards him, going towards the back. So we were already kind of, going back there already. And then that's where he stopped again in a very aggressive tone. He's like, "Go sit down," because he don't speak that much English, and because he said that in English, right? So he was like, "Go sit down," very aggressively. It's that same guy on the photo to my left. He was like, "Go sit down, go sit down," and I'm like, "Mi teléfono," like, "Mi teléfono," and then he just was still trying to go to the back, and then I grabbed my phone from his hand. So that's when the three officers came, and then they took me to the back then, to the back room right then. Like, it was, and they had kind of like, they was wrestling, because when they were wrestling me, like, it was three officers. They had my arms, but I still had my hand here with my phone. So I was locking my phone, and then I let them, put the cuffs on me, and then we just went to the back. So we went to the back, like, right then.
Right. You kind of sort of answered this question, but I'm asking you again because Kari is asking people in the comments. You gave your phone willingly, or did he ask to see something closer?
No, I gave it willingly because I was showing him my Airbnb. So I just kind of just set it down, and he just took it. Like, to me, that's what I always do. It's never been an issue in the past because I had my Airbnb reservation on my phone. So I just handed it to him. Like, I wasn't even thinking nothing about it because I thought he was just going to look at it and hand it back like they have done in the past. So I was like this, and I just handed him the phone.
Right. Let me see. Let me play something, because after that came out, there's a specific person that kind of loves to rage bait on Instagram. Let me play the video.
Another U.S. citizen was denied entry into Medellin, and this story gets a little bit crazy. This man was pulled out and started to be questioned. He ended up trying to evade migration. Then he decided that he was going to try and fight migration and got violent with them. They were able to subdue him. They continued their search. They found sex toys on him. They found that he had a history of domestic violence. No surprise here, right? And he was denied entry into the country. Guys, we are seeing the denials every single day now. I think El Tigre has made it very clear on what type of migration he is going to have, on who he is not going to allow in the country. So if you are looking to come to Colombia, Medellin for sexual tourism, it's time that you cancel that flight you might have booked and you go somewhere else, because another American was denied. And this time, this guy decided to get violent, and he effed around, and he found out, and he's going home. Another U.S.
Just for the audience, before you say anything, notice how he emphasizes after history of domestic violence. He says something like, "Oh, obviously, of course, he has domestic violence." I don't want I know I don't want to call him a specific word that this man, has been called before. But even though he says he's not, he definitely puts that energy out there. Whether that's rage bait to get attention, or if he feels like this, maybe the dude is lunatic, maybe he's flippy floppy. I don't know. I invited him on the platform, had no answer. He kind of put me in the bunch of being a Pookie and Ray Ray of Passport Bros, which I don't know. He doesn't even know me. I guess I don't know how I could be a Passport Bro if I've been traveling in South America since I was a child. If my mom's from there, but okay, you want to make somebody a bad person, but go ahead. But how do you respond to that video, and what do you think?
First, that's why I want to thank you for actually, reaching out to me to get the facts, right? Instead of just going off what they wrote and then just putting your own narrative on it. So I appreciate that. Once I saw that, I actually DM'd him. I was like, that's me in the photo. And the first thing he's like, "Oh, get lost. I got the facts right here, and this is what they said and all that."
So wait. So he didn't even try to listen to you and said, "Tell me your side," and he just said, "I got the facts. Such and such said it, so that's what it is."
Exactly.
Continue. Go ahead.
And I'm like, it's me in the photo. Like, like I can tell you what happened. Like, you can check my police record. I don't have a history of domestic violence. I have one incident on my record, which is a fight in the gym. That's the only thing. So I don't have a history of domestic anything or a history of criminal issues in my past. So then after I said all that, then he was like, "Oh, okay. My other guys, they want you to come on the podcast or something like that." So he was very dismissive. He didn't say, he was very dismissive. So then he tried to invite me to talk to some other guys on his podcast. I guess he has a podcast or something, or a show or something. I'm not sure. But he just, after that, haven't heard from him again. So he was very dismissive, very short. And that's how he said, I'm like, this is me here. Like, if you want to actually figure out what's going on, we can have a conversation. Then he just, he was dismissive. He did say he wanted me to come on the podcast and talk to the other guys or something. But I never heard anything else from him since then. So, and then, you talked to me after that to actually figure out what was going on. So I don't know. I don't know the guy. I never seen anything about him until I saw him make that post about me. And then I tried to talk to him about that. He was dismissive. I don't want to say too much. I'm not like,
yeah, basically he just want to hear you out.
Yeah.
Just wanted to, had a preconceived notion of what, you were, and you weren't going to change his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't get it either. Well, let me ask you again. Somebody's asking in the comments, it may be like it's rehashing, but I'll ask anyway. Did they physically hurt you in any way?
The officer?
Yeah.
No, I got a bruise on my arm from the handcuffs. And then he kicked me on my leg. He kicked me on my leg when I was seated cuff. So just, I guess, some minor stuff, but my arm is kind of scarred. I don't know, you can like this scar here. This is actually from the handcuffs.
Right.
So they had the handcuffs on me very, very tight, like for an extended period of time. So I did get like a cut on my arm, and then he kicked me on my shin when I was seated. But I mean, you see the size of him, so he doesn't really have that much force. So he was mad, but it didn't do. He kicked me. That's all.
Did he say anything like because again, you know Spanish. I'm sure you know the word black in Spanish. Did you hear it? I have to ask these things. Did you hear that being said to you at any point?
I did not. I wouldn't say I heard.
Okay, I just have to ask it.
I don't think they would be that. That's kind of blatant. I think.
Right. It's a little too obvious.
Yes, I don't. They didn't. I didn't catch that word.
Okay. Well, damn, man. Here's the thing with people. I don't think they are. First of all, I'm totally against what they did to you, and I think people are not worried until it happens to them.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. That's how I was. That's how I was when I saw it. I was like, those guys must have actually did something. Like, and that's what I was thinking. So I was like, it's not gonna happen to me. I don't even do anything illegal or anything bad. Like, so when it happens to you, your whole mind changes. Like, oh, so they just write anything about these guys. Right. So now when I see these stories about the denials, I'm like, it's probably just all lies. It's like,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
definitely.
I assume that from the jump. Not saying all of them are lies.
Right now, yeah.
Yes, we need the country. Any country needs some sort of uh, uh, a how do you say a legit way of verifying people that are there for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
You know, but stopping people, like, I don't know why they care so much of how outsiders coming in and who they sleeping with and who they do it with.
That's right.
Consensual, as far as consensual
Why is
adults.
that a concern? Why is that
I
a
don't
concern?
I don't get it. It's weird. It's weird. It's like me prying into their sex lives. Colombia
Right.
is one of the highest as far as when it comes to infidelity, and I feel like they want to wrap it around this sheet of, oh no, we're all Christians, we're all this, we're
Right,
very
right.
religious people. That yes, they can be, but there's this other world, or darker world, that indulges in this very big, party lifestyle. There's nothing
Definitely.
wrong
Yeah.
with it. You just have to, that's just you. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So I don't know what else I could ask. Where do you go from here? Oh shit. Okay.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in Aruba right now, so
Okay.
I left. After that, I caught another flight, so I'm in Aruba. So I have no international travel restrictions. I've been in Aruba ever since then. That was over a week or something ago. So I'm in Aruba, and I'm pretty much just waiting for my attorney to clarify what's going on. But I'm still traveling other countries. I'm still working. I'll be back in the States probably next week sometime because of my job. So I still have to travel. I travel all over the country for my other job. So, I'm in Aruba. I'll be in the States next week. I'm still traveling. The only issue I have is there, and my attorney is sorting it out. So I think, by sometime next month, he'll have some answers for me, as far as the next steps as moving forward. So I can, I got businesses over there. I have people that can handle that stuff for me right now, but, I need to tend to those things. So that's why I'm actually, otherwise I wouldn't even try to go back there. I would just go other places. Like, what I'm saying? Like, it's so many other places in the world besides Medellin that has, that's beautiful. That has similar things that you can do. So, I'm just working on that to access my businesses in Medellin. And other than that, I'm traveling every state for my job, and I'm still traveling internationally when I have, free time. So that's what I'm doing now.
Well, I have somebody I would love to bring on, and I think it'd be a girl. He's a gentleman. He's actually Colombian. He lives out there in Medellin. I'm gonna have to give it a few minutes so he, I guess, enters the chat or the live stream. But definitely we'll have some. I don't always agree with him. With what he says. Somebody in the chat says, does he have a visa in Colombia?
I don't. That's what my attorney said. He said I should since I'm going back and forth there so often, he says I need to get a visa. So I don't have a visa. I just been using my passport. So that will be once all this stuff is over, I would work on getting a visa for my businesses and everything. So I do not have it, but I will start to work on getting that.
Okay. Okay, here's my guy. His name is Camilo.
Okay.
Give me a second. Let's see if he give me a second. Camilo, we can hear you.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, AG?
What's up, man? I got my guy. I'm sorry, what's your name, bro?
This is you see my name, Hodl Files. Can you see that? That's my social media. So if anybody wants to check about, I post my travels and everything on there. Oh,
shit.
Oh, there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hodl Files, you can find me on this. That's my social media handle, Hodl Files.
That's great. I mean, nice meeting you. Nice meeting you all and all the people that's watching this live.
Yeah, I was wondering if Camilo, you have any questions for my guy here, because he was denied an entry. Migración le dijo unas cosas que fue violento. I don't think he was violent, but do you have anything to add? What do you think?
Laws in Colombia have been changing a lot on this migration stuff, right? I mean, it's I'm a local, I'm a Colombian, I live in Medellin, and I mean, the city has been transformed in front of my eyes during this 10 years. The last 10 years, it has changed a lot. So what I think is Medellin has no preparation at all. I mean, that we have no experience before having such a lot of people right here. So I think a lot of mistakes have been doing in migration, right? I mean, it's just a matter of like they have no uh like experience like getting so much people, and sometimes they can make mistakes, but
Okay.
what I think is everyone right here as a local, as a paisa, everyone is welcome in Medellin. uh
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of,
so. Like I say, so yeah, the people in Medellin are very friendly. Like they're very friendly. That's why I return so often. Like the people are very welcoming. I don't get a lot of racism over there like I do when I travel other places. So like once you get past immigration into the country, it's a beautiful country. The people are very friendly. So definitely, definitely.
yeah, I mean, I've been detecting, and I've been speaking with a lot of my friends that they're having a lot of struggle with migration laws, right? It is just because I mean, I just want to give you a hint about uh something happened right here. Is we have a big migration of Venezuelan people, and also there's a lot of people that with all the tourists that comes into the city, they just like see an opportunity in order to make money. I mean, this is a third
Okay.
world country. I mean, you have to realize that this is a third world country. There's a lot of poverty right here. So people, even though I mean despite they just look like they have money, actually they don't. So
Right.
there's a lot of like girls, guys around the parquilleras, or like a lot of like tourism spots like Provenza, that
Mhm.
probably they're looking for like an opportunity to make a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Definitely.
so that opens up a window for prostitution, and opens a window for like burglars and robbers, right? So
Definitely. Yeah.
so what it's trying to do, I mean, what I think the government, I'm not against the government, but I'm not pro what they doing. But what I think they trying to do is trying to control more the opportunities to the tourists being harmed, being robbed, or being drugged, or being killed, right? Because we have been living a lot of experiences about it. Because there's a lot of tourists that comes here and they find out that drugs are pretty cheap, and they buy a lot because they're not like very familiarized with the cost of it's not that the it's not the same $180 or $200 on drugs
Yeah.
I mean abroad, than having right here. It's so cheap. So you with $200 you're gonna get a lot of drugs, right? So
Yeah. Mhm.
it's not like the same level. So it just causes a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Migration laws are trying to prevent that a lot of people does not do I mean that do not cause a lot of troubles. But what I'm not like accepting is that there's a lot of people that really comes here in order to enjoy the city. They're not allowed to pass just because they have like certain profile that fits into like a passport bra
Yeah.
for somebody else that does not
Yeah.
have like a pretty good information about what a passport bra is.
Right.
So there's a lot of mistakes that they do like all the time. So that's what I think about it.
Okay. Gotcha.
But Camilo, let me ask you this: What do you think? Tell me, what do you think of the locals? What do the locals feel and think about Americans or foreigners coming in? Kind of, either they want to enjoy, um, the nightlife, or the women consensual adults. Let's just get it straight: consensual adults.
Right.
What do they think? Because it feels like to me, you know, with third world countries, it's easy to paint it as a big brothel. Well, they're for sex. So it looks like Colombia is want to clean up that image. What do you think?
Uh, it depends on the side of where you are. If you are, I mean, if you're a girl that just like benefits from the tourist, um, as a prostitute, I mean, you're gonna be pro that kind of stuff. But
Right.
if you're an old lady that lives nearby Provenza that has like this old activity that probably gets too noisy when a man just like gets a lady like this to their apartment and he's just next to it and you party until I don't know 4 or 5 a.m. and just gets like
Disruptive.
disturbed for it.
Yeah.
I think it's not gonna be good. So the thing is, if you work for tourism, you're gonna be pro this kind of stuff. If you do not work with the tourism, I mean, if your main income on economy speaking, it's not about tourism, you're gonna be against it. So it depends on what side are you, and you know there's like nearly 5 million people that lives in Medellin, so there's a lot of people that has like they accept this type of stuff, and there's I mean the other half it's not accepting this.
So, I mean, tourists spend a lot of money in Medellin. So, tourists really, they put a lot of money in Medellin into the economy. Like all businesses around Provincia, Laureles, like it's a lot of tourists there, and we spend dollars there. Like we spend a lot of money there. So, I don't see why turning tourists away is beneficial when we're not doing illegal stuff. We're spending real money there.
Uh, yes. I mean, that's totally true. I mean, tourism it has been spending a lot of money in Medellin, and that money just like returns into like the economy in order to grow up a little bit. The economy of the families that lives here, right?
Yep.
But what I think the most is there's thought about what would be like the poison you want to die with. Uh, if you were, I mean, you could, I mean, make less money from that kind of tourism, or you can make a lot of a lot of money from that tourism that may cause you some problems. I mean, I'm not judging the way it does, right? I'm just like trying to like expose
Oh
those
yeah, right.
scenarios, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
those things that are kind of different. So uh, I mean, I'm pro the tourism that if they just come here and they have that they want to enjoy the nightlife and there's like women man or somebody who just like it's okay with it if they're adults and they charge for services like security, they charge
Yep.
like transportation or
Right.
no prostitution. I mean it is two
Yeah.
adults like doing this kind of
Uh,
stuff.
so I'm saying even prostitution is legal. So like even men who pay for prostitutes,
uh
they're still supporting. Like the prostitutes are using that money to support their families. Like it's a lot of single mothers who are prostitutes
yeah
who depend on
but
that money to support their families.
Yeah, I'm going to clarify something. I mean,
Okay.
prostitution is not legal. It's not regulated. That it's way different.
That's right. Legal.
It's not legal. I mean, it's not something that it's legal. Is when a business has some rules, laws that protects the consumer and the service provider, right? So this service as prostitution is not legal. It's not regulated.
Right.
That's it's way too different. So it doesn't have it's really allowed, but it's not regulated. So you don't have. I mean, if somebody just like robs you money because they don't provide the service you paid for, there's no a law that protects you as a consumer in order to like sue them because they don't give you the service, right?
Right.
So this is not regard. This is there's a lot of a lack of law right there. I mean, there's a failure in the law.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's the
they,
thing,
they
right?
use it. Yeah, they use it. I mean, we all use it because we all know that this happens too much, too often. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
people, families just benefits from prostitution a lot. But what I think is, yeah, that it has to be regulated. I mean, it has
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I
Medellin
mean,
has to.
yeah.
Medellin has to change a lot in terms of, uh, like Bob, like Amsterdam,
Like
like
Amsterdam, yeah, Amsterdam
like
is more regulated, yeah. So,
Amsterdam did something like that, because we don't want to be like a brothel, right?
right,
We are.
exactly.
We have more than prostitutes in order to offer right here. I mean, this is a pretty nice land. You
Yeah.
have
Rich history.
a great weather,
Oh yeah,
You have good
definitely.
prices, easygoing people,
Mhm.
marvelous spots. I mean, miradores, rock of the big rock of Guatapé, all the kind of
Oh, the
stuff.
Guatemala. Yeah,
It's. I mean, you have a lot of things to do here. I mean, besides of getting to a brothel, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
So
definitely. Yeah.
you want to go here, you want to come here, you want to meet somebody, because I mean, women from Medellin has like this fame that they're pretty gorgeous, they're pretty
Yeah,
hot.
they're gorgeous. They're very feminine. So what if you just want to go meet a woman, like a gorgeous feminine woman, like different than the women from the
Yeah,
United States? You know that.
yeah, I know. I got you, and I feel the same way. I mean, I'm traveling. I've been traveling around the world for more than 15 years. So
Okay.
when I get to another city, I always, I mean, I install my Tinder on my cell phone, or Bumble, or any match app, right?
Right.
But what I try to do is to meet locals, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what happened in Medellin is, the difference between like men in Medellin, like income from men in Medellin, and income in man in the United States, or like
Uh,
for a
different.
visitor, it's
Mhm.
way different than
Way
that.
different. Way different. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so women just notice that thing. So and women wants to be protected, and they lack of economic stability, and they feel that foreigners, I mean visitors, provide them economical stability. That's why they take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why this phenomenon of like girls on match on Bumble and Tinder, they trying to like do match like almost every week in order to get a new visitor, in order to get like
Yeah.
money.
That's,
You know,
yeah.
it was there was a pretty strong case that a girl received like more than, I don't know, 200, $300,000 from 18 different source of income.
Okay, yeah, yeah, right. That's what they do. Yeah, multiple guys from like the
Yeah,
States or Europe or somewhere just sending money. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely,
they
definitely.
have 18 different
It's
boyfriends
different.
all over the world, you know, and they
Right.
have, and she said, hey, my grandma is at the
Yeah.
hospital, I cannot pay the bill, something like that. But that's what it happens.
Yeah.
Man usually provides economic stability for women, right?
Right.
But sometimes they I mean, right here, I mean, I don't know that it's not only right here. I mean, it could be all over the world. Right here is what it happened,
Yeah.
because you have that difference between the visitors and the men right here. Because I mean, average income of man in Medellin, it's not too high. I mean, it's not
Right.
like $10,000 a month or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right here, you can barely
Yeah.
have on average speaking,
Like 1,000 or
like
something? Or
less than 1,000,
less than 1,000?
1,500, something like that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's way different than that. And women want economical stability. They love luxury. They love jewels. They love like going out to a fancy restaurant and be pampered as a fucking queen.
Definitely.
I'm sorry for
Right.
the F word. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I myself.
I mean, they're beautiful and they're feminine. So I mean, I don't, if she can have 18 boyfriends sending her money, like, well, what's wrong with that? Like, I don't see the issue with that.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is not that jealous. Sometimes you get robbed for it.
Yeah.
The problem is not for them. Is a problem is for you as a visitor.
Okay.
Because you
Gotcha.
don't want to be. I mean, you don't want to be like scammed, or you don't want to be robbed, or I don't know. I mean, feel that it's making a fraud from you. I mean, stealing
Yeah.
from you because you and 17 more. So how are you gonna feel?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. For the audience, I think what Camilo's saying is, as far as prostitution, it's not legal, but it's not illegal. Basically, it's not an entity that if you get some sort of rob, that police can basically do anything about it. In a way, is that kind of what you're trying to get across?
Yeah.
So, so basically, that's what it is. But let me ask you this: how come, like you said, the old lady that lives around Provenza, Mata the Gringo, obviously for playing having a party until 5 a.m. or whatever and loud music. I understand that, but how come she doesn't? How come the locals don't say nothing about maybe the working girls that stand outside around the area, Provenza or in Medellin, selling their services?
The thing is that they are not. I mean, how to say that like in a YouTube way.
I'll just say it.
They are not. They're not selling per se. I mean, they selling when it happened. When it happens, right? When somebody approached them and say, I wanna be with you like
Yeah.
an hour or something. How much would it be? If you close it, that's prostitution. But if you don't do it, that's not prostitution. I mean, it's just they're hanging out. That's the
What I'm
problem.
what I'm
There,
saying is,
there's
go
a
ahead.
there's a suspicious of illegal activity. I mean, or not legal activity like prostitution, but as if they committed the service, if they just like give the service after, you can just get the prostitution. But if they're just like standing right there without having like a sign selling their services, they're not going to be prosecuted for anything. They just hanging out.
Not prosecuted. What I'm saying is that, listen, I see what you're saying. You can't do nothing. You're just standing around. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you,
because
you're saying so? I'm trying to understand. So you're saying if they're just standing there and they're negotiating and they come up with a deal, that's illegal. I guess I'm trying to
No, no,
understand
no.
the.
That's not illegal. I mean,
Okay.
it's not illegal. I mean,
It's not. Okay.
I mean
the police can't
service.
interfere.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, they can be standing right there and
Mm.
chatting with the customers without being like charged or like being accused, but because it's not going to be charged. I mean, it's not a crime. It's not legal.
What I'm saying, so they're just standing there talking. Like, how can you differentiate between? So, if you're just standing there talking to a girl, like, where's the issue? So, if you're standing there talking to somebody, how can the
There's not
police?
an issue. I mean, the issue is when you want to come here and have girls every day, that would
Mm,
be a crime. That was sexual exploitation. I mean,
mm,
when you abuse of the amount of people that you're getting paid for getting sex, it's
mm.
exploitation. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it
Okay.
says. The law, the
The
law says,
sexploitation. So, sexploitation that's the problem. The
yeah,
sexploitation.
yeah. I mean, it is that thing. Is when you
Mm.
come here just for paying people for
Oh, just
getting sex
okay.
with. I mean, if you abuse of it, I mean, if you or gonna do it like every day or
Out
all
in the open.
day, I mean, that would be okay. I mean, that would be the sex exploitation that they talk about.
Okay, so that's the term. Yeah. Okay.
That's the problem. I mean, when migration is gonna, I'm gonna try to say something that I was speaking with AG like this week, and when you come to an airport in Colombia, they they have already done a research on you on your social networks, right? So
Really?
they know you.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, really.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they know who you are. I mean,
Mm.
and DA, Interpol, FBI,
Mm.
all the organisms on the United States and all over the
Mm.
world are cooperating with
Oh
Migration
yeah.
Colombia.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
All of them. Yeah, they
so
talk.
they know who you are, and they
Mm.
know what are your interests on being here, right? So that's why a lot of like visitors have been requested for the cell phone conversations. So if you have more than 2 or 3 people that you're gonna like arrange a sexual encounter, they have the right to not let you into the country, not because you did a crime, you commit a crime. It's just because they suspect that you can commit a crime. It is not that you were a felon or you were a criminal, that you were a
Right.
delinquent. It's not like that. It's just that they trying to avoid you coming to the country in order to commit a crime. It's not that they're interested on your money and the money you're going to spend here. They're interested you do not like come here, and probably that it's a possibility. It's not, but it's a probability to commit a crime or to commit sexual exploitation or to have sex with an underage girl and underage boy,
Underage. Yeah,
something like that.
underage.
So
Mhm.
they're
Yeah.
trying to prevent you to come here. In order to do that, it depends on the research that they have been doing on your behavior on social networks. That's what it's kind of. The thing is privacy. If you have your Instagram, you have your YouTube, you have your Facebook, you already accept the terms of those social networks, and they can expose you that kind of information that you're
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a problem that we all have to like to realize and face today, because we don't have any privacy. So
Right.
if you like men, if you like women, if you like goats, if you like anything,
Llamas.
they know it. They're gonna know.
They, they
So
got yeah.
that's the main problem. So
Yeah,
what
I
I
understand.
tell you is if you're gonna come to Colombia, if you want to enjoy the nightlife, I mean, just get into the country. Just get here. Do not speak with somebody and just try to get your nightlife dates right here. That's what it is.
Mhm. Yeah.
Try
But
to enjoy.
let me ask
Yeah.
you. Go ahead. My bad. Hood, you gonna say something?
I'm not gonna do this.
Okay. Camilo, see, here's the thing. The thing about the condoms, I don't feel. I feel like it's a little over exaggerated. You know what I mean? It's just a little too much, bro. Like with so much diseases that are around the world today, we need
Right. Like,
to. I think we need to use protection. You know what I mean? But stopping and denying somebody
And
because
she
of a
does not
condom,
like sex, safe sex.
safe sex.
this,
Yeah. You should
right.
always be protected.
No, I mean, the problem is what I told you about. It's as suspicious that you're gonna,
Suspicious.
yeah, it's as suspicious, and if they suspect that you're gonna commit sexual exploitation, I mean, if you have 200 condoms, I don't know what you're gonna use condoms for. Probably just wearing the head, or I don't know,
That's, no,
like
I'm saying so. I had a lot of condoms, so they don't sell Magnum condoms, right? So I had probably like every. That's what I'm
He's
saying.
gifted, bro. He's gifted.
So that's what
yeah, but I don't know. I mean, how much condoms are you gonna get right here? I mean, at least 20,
There's
but
no
not.
big condoms over
I mean,
there.
not 200. I mean, at least if you're gonna stay here like 6 months, you're gonna distribute and sell condoms or something.
That's what I'm saying, possibly because they don't sell Mag. That's what I'm saying. If anybody wants some Magnums,
I know. I think I bet that you're gonna find your size here. Don't worry, bro. But but the thing is I think it's exaggerated a little bit. It's overreacted. But what they just want to do is, they're cops, bro. I mean, they are public people. So they have to show results, and sometimes that kind of stuff, it's a freaking joke, bro. I mean, a guy with 200 condoms on the bag, it just looks like a
sex
freaking
party,
joke. So why you do that kind of stuff? I mean, I mean, I know that you're intelligent and you're a smart guy. You look like a smart guy, and you're not gonna get like Medellin with 200 condoms in your bag. You're not gonna do that, right?
No,
yeah, I mean, if you have your I don't know, your personal like sex toy that you have pretty attached to is your emotional support, you're allowed to get it right here. But 200 condoms, I mean, that's exaggerated, and it's exaggerated the reaction of the public cop, the cop in migration. But it's we call it right here, don't become an easy target. It's dar papaya. Dar papaya, it's not to give the opportunity to somebody just like make fun of you, harm you, rob you, do anything to you. It's like, don't do crazy stuff, don't do silly shit. So if we're gonna come to Colombia and to Medellin, it doesn't matter if you get into a country through Medellin, to Cali, to Cartagena, anywhere else. If you are gonna come to Colombia, do not get like your 100 condoms in your bag.
Right.
That's insane. You shouldn't do that. I mean, we have condoms here in order to buy it.
Right. But let me ask you, his phone probably died. I forgot. What if I just go with one condom? Am I still good?
It wouldn't be any problem. I mean, one condom is just like for. Would it be any problem? I mean, I don't think somebody's gonna turn you back and don't let you in the country because you have a condom. I mean, just one condom could be. I mean, it's not.
I'm back. My phone hacked. My internet hacked.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, just one condom. It's over. They're not gonna let you into the country because you have one condom in your bag. It's totally overreacted. I mean, that's injustice.
Right.
But if you have 200, I mean, come on, bro. I mean, it's a fucking joke.
But I mean, you can't sell them though? What if you're going to sell them? Like, what if you bring 200 and you're going to sell some or something? Like, is it illegal to do that?
Traffic. That's illegal trafficking. So it's.
Okay, so that's still illegal. Okay.
That's crime.
So it's a crime.
Yeah, I mean, actually, when you pass merchandising, I mean, like, no
smuggling or something.
Yeah, PlayStation or PlayStation, this cards, anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you are bringing in your luggage more than 10 units, you have to pay. You have to declare it. You know, because there's some items that could have like what we call arancel. It's like a toll, like a fee, a pay, something that you have to pay for. So it depends on that's what we should get. I mean, we should try to understand how the laws in Colombia works in order to try to discuss something like this, because laws in Colombia, Colombia, it's a country autonomous, and they are responsible for where everything that happens here. So they have, we have our own laws like the United States has, and when you are getting into the country, you're agreed to to comply and to behave yourself according to the laws of the country. So that's what it is. So if you're gonna come with 100 condoms, probably you're gonna be accused of condoms trafficking or something.
Okay. Trafficking. Okay, that's the issue. I got you. Okay, so you have to declare. So if you want to sell something, you got to. It's a process for that. You got to declare it and go through the process. You can't just do it like come in and sell something, condoms or Viagra or something like that without going through a process first. I guess that's the thing. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
if you were selling like Viagra, like
yeah, mm,
Cialis, something like that, I
yeah.
mean, you have to pass through an inspection
You
because
still got.
if you have your Viagra, I mean, for your own, and you have your medical prescription for it, I mean, they're gonna
Um,
have to let you in the country because you have medical prescription, the
right.
prescription, right? But if you don't have it and you have like 200, they're gonna say, hey, you know
Yeah.
what? What we're gonna use for? You
Okay.
don't have to use it. So that's what it is. I mean, especially if you look like a 30, 35 year old guy that you don't need
You know what I
Viagra,
mean?
that's pretty
Yeah.
suspicious. That's what it
Got.
that's the whole of the background of the whole business. It is that if you're suspicious to commit a crime right here, I mean trafficking, money laundering, or if you are gonna pass through the airport with $100,000 on your
Yeah.
bag, you're going to be
Definitely.
suspicious. So they're going to try to stop you and say, you know, why you're going to use for that for?
Yeah.
What happened? Where it comes from?
Right.
And everything happens with 100 condoms or 100 pills of Viagra or I don't know 100 hats. I mean,
And it. Okay.
fully
Yeah.
natural hat. You have 100. You're trying to sell it right here, and you're gonna pay the fee, like the import fee that
Uh,
that he has to have, because there's a lot of people that has money that has businesses right here that what they do for a living is to import things from the United States. They sell it
right.
right. They have to pay it. So
Okay.
it's
Gotcha.
a matter of laws. It's laws. If
Gotcha.
you're gonna be suspicious of commit, you're breaking the law. I mean, noise, sexual exploitation, sex with an underage person, or anything. They have the right to not let you in the country. They're not gonna charge you for it, but they're
Gotcha.
gonna send you back to the country. They're not gonna let you in, but it's because you haven't committed any crime. That's what it is.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. Right.
So basically, what he's saying is, if you have 200 Magnum condoms before you get to Medellin, send it to Camilo's house. That's what you have to
Man.
do. Camilo will look out for you. I'm telling you, just hire him. I got my boy Kari in here. What's up, Kari?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yo, nice show today. Just wanted to come on and kind of part one, like apologize to this bro for what he went through and everything. And like, I know a lot of us that live here in Colombia, like, it's so hard to know like who to trust. You know what I mean? Like, migration is supposed to be like a reputable organization, right? And put out facts and stuff like that. So I feel like that's kind of the biggest problem I have with what's going on. Just to be wrongly accused of anything is like it's horrible. So yeah, no, I'm glad you guys are talking about it. And I think one thing with Colombia as Americans, we want things to be cut and dry, very clear. Like Colombia is not so much like that. You
A
know,
lot
I
of
think
gray
that
area. Gray area.
yeah, there's a lot of well this and well that, and you know he was thinking that, you know, and I think it could have been more of a type of deal where um, the officer maybe had a personal problem with you, or maybe it just was having a bad day,
That's what I
and
kind
then
of think it
you know
was. That's what I
migration
actually
took the
kind of think
stance
it
to
was.
just get behind their own employee or whatever, just like how police do in America and with ICE
Mm-hmm.
and everything. So you know, it sucks, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I kind of think it was because he was so upset. Like he was so
I
upset.
Can you guys hear
I
me?
don't even.
Yeah, we hear
Yeah,
you.
can you hear me?
AG?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
we
me
hear
see,
you.
did something.
Uh-oh.
Let me see.
We hear you, bro.
Can I be? Can you hear me? Is it good?
I don't
Can you
know.
hear me?
I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me bring you in.
Um. Okay.
Kari, you could hear we could always hear you, so I don't know what's going on. Well, go ahead. You was gonna say something.
Yeah. Yeah, I just said I think he was having a bad day or something against me because he was so upset like the whole time. Like even after all the stuff happened outside, even when we were in the back room, he was still upset. Like he was very mad. Like every time he was saying something, like I don't even know what he was saying, but it was very aggressive. So I don't know if something happened to him. I don't know. Like he was mad already, and he tried to take that out on me, or he had something against me, or something happened because he was upset more than he should have been for what was going on. He was already upset, so that's why I don't know what the issue even was. So I was just adding to the point of that.
Right. Damn. Yeah. I hate more than anything. I hate dudes like this with the dude I showed you who has a platform with that rage baits. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, that guy. Yeah, he just because if you go look at his page, like that's what he posts. Like mostly the black guys, and then he says the Pookies and Ray Rays and all these kind of derogatory racial terms. So
Right.
it's like every time he refers to it, he's like, oh, there's another Pookie, another Ray Ray, passport bro, and all these kind of derogatory terms that he's using without even knowing the facts of who he's talking about. So it's like undertone, racial racism kind of, I don't, but I don't know, like, I appreciate you for getting the facts. That's the best thing I can say. Instead of just running with something and then he's still posting, like even, after he's been corrected, he's still doing the same thing. He's still posting
Right.
pictures without getting the facts or clarifying anything.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Mhm.
Car, you still there? We could hear. I don't know if you could still hear us. I don't. Your mic.
Yeah, I'm good now. I don't know. It's just my audio cut out randomly, but yeah, I've been following along. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it could have been just like the officer tripping on you, and they're obviously going to get behind their own people and stuff like that. So, man, yeah, I don't know. And I feel like the overall, like it would be nice. I know a lot of people would make great points, simple points that make sense. Like if it's illegal, make it illegal for real, right? Like
Exactly. That's the thing. If it's illegal, make it illegal. That's the thing. That's what I say.
right. So I mean, I can't explain that. That's just like a Colombian anomaly, right? Like the Colombia world is just like a little bit off center sometimes when it comes to their laws, and I think it also too it's kind of hard to tell if these things come from the mayor or the federal government or the local migration. You know what I mean? Like the
Well,
initiatives.
that's what I was wondering about because I know the new president he just took office around the 7th, and that's around the time I was there. So that's why I was wondering, does that have anything to do with it? The new incoming party with all these, it's so many more denials now. So that's why I was wondering, did they have anything to do with it potentially?
Well, it's been going on for a couple years, so I wouldn't say it's really like a new thing with Asperja, but I will say it seems like it's driven much more from the Medellin.
Definitely.
So if we're talking the president, that's the federal government. But Medellin, it seems like it's more focused in Medellin, so I would say it's more closer to maybe the mayor of Medellin or something like that, or the business owners in Medellin and things like that.
Let me ask y'all this, Kari, and I'm sorry, I don't know what to address you by, bro. My guy, I don't know.
Hodl files. Just tell me hodl files.
Got you. I gotta get used to that. What do you define as a Pookie and Ray Ray? When when certain people say Pookie and Ray Ray, we don't want Pookie and Ray Rays in Colombia. I don't know what a Pookie and Ray Ray is. Would you describe what a Pookie and Ray Ray is?
Pookie and Ray Ray, that's like a ghetto term. It's like it's usually a slang name that black people call each other in the hood. So like Pookie Ray Ray, it's like it's a derogatory term for a unproductive black male in the hood, I would say. So a derogatory term for an unproductive black male in the hood who means no good, who has a criminal past. So it's bad. So something like that, kind of like a derivative of the N word. So the N word is bad. So Pookie Ray Ray is another way to kind of say that without saying the N word, I would say.
Right.
Yeah, I would say too, like it's someone that doesn't have the experience. So like, And and this is where it gets a little like where you gotta be careful with your words, because it's like, to me, like that says someone that's gonna fall into all the traps, like a Pookie and Ray
Yeah,
Ray, when you talk about it
yeah.
in that passport bro like space. So they're talking about someone that's gonna fold quickly around women or whatever, things like that.
Yeah,
They're
it's
gonna
something like
get
a
that are gonna
delinquent,
get.
pretty much like a delinquent, somebody who's up to no good, I would say. Like a delinquent, pretty much something like that. Like,
But also, I think it's too like someone that doesn't have the experience. So like, I feel
yeah.
like everybody at some point, unless you were in Colombia like a long time ago or something like that, it's like most people I've seen go through that stupid phase where they're wasting money on girls, uh, doing just kind of like in the honeymoon phase with Colombia.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, some guys do it for a month. Some guys do that for a year or two, where they're just
Oh, yeah.
like partying and living that type of lifestyle. So that's
Right.
what it means to me. Like someone that's,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, like, yeah, I mean, it has a lot to do with women, right? Like,
Mhm.
um, guys that travel for that reason more so. And a
Yeah.
lot of guys say they don't, but like, I feel like it's also like, well, why is Colombia so popular, and why is Colombia known for having the most beautiful women? And guys say they don't travel for women, but like a lot of guys obviously do. It may not be their main prerogative, though. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Well,
So
that's,
it might.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, Colombia has some of the most beautiful women, and they're feminine and submissive. So they're completely different than the women from the States. So I mean, to mix beauty with femininity and submission is a rare
I agree.
combination. So that's what brings a lot of men to Medellin, to Colombia in general. Like finding a beautiful woman like that in the States, she's gonna have a terrible attitude. She's not gonna be feminine or submissive. In Colombia, she's gonna be
Uh,
beautiful. She's gonna be feminine. She's gonna be more submissive than women from the States, from my opinion.
I don't
But
think
I
that's
think
the
it's
law.
not
I
only
don't think that's
Colombia.
the law, though.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
only Colombia. I mean, it's every Latina has the same
That's
behavior.
yeah, pretty, yeah. I would
Yeah,
agree.
I don't think it's law either that you're gonna find that in the Colombian woman. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been living in Colombia for over 7 years, bro. That's not all Colombian women are fit, feminine,
No,
and ready
Yeah.
to serve like a
not in
nigga
not in the
and
city,
sexy
not in
and
the
shit like
city,
that.
not in the city, in the barrio. Leave the city, not in Poblado. No, in the barrio, in the
I
hood. Like
still think
leave the city.
I still think black men from America misunderstand Colombia and Colombian women a lot. Like I can tell you, like if a lot of Colombian women were to hear that, like they would not agree. You know what I mean?
Well,
The way that they look at themselves is more of a sophisticated
Yeah.
um, woman. They have goals and they want to achieve things, and it's not so much about building a family anymore for people all around the world. That's not just a Colombian thing, but that has arrived in Colombia since the pandemic, where it's like people are more worried about how they look online and what's their presence
Yeah.
online, and what business and what does it look like I'm doing in life. And it's not about having a kid and being in a great relationship anymore.
are you from? Can I ask you a question? Are you from Colombia? I don't. Or where are you
No,
from?
no, no. I'm from the United States.
I think
You from
Houston,
the
right?
States?
Yeah, all over really, but I'm talking about camera. I'm in Colombia right now.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Miles, I was gonna say, where do you find these submissive women, bro? I was like in Colombia. I was like, no, like half and half. I would say 50-50 for me as far as submissive, but
Um, I mean, let me see. I mean, women in the States are very.
they can be.
I
I
don't.
know what you're saying. They can be,
I get it.
I'm
I
trying
get the
to. I'm trying to keep. I'm
generalization.
especially
trying to
black
keep.
women. I heard, especially with black women.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep it like I'm trying to talk on here without saying stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know
um,
exactly.
Black
I
women are
get it. Like
very
dating's
more
bad in the
aggressive.
States.
Is in the States is worse. Like women are very aggressive. They're more masculine, in my opinion. Even an aggressive woman in Colombia is not as aggressive as an aggressive woman from the States. Her aggression level is different. It's feminine aggression. It's not masculine aggression. It's a different approach to the whole situation. Arguing with a woman from a Latina in general is not the same as arguing with a woman from the States. Her argument is feminine and aggressive. It's not masculine and aggressive like the women from the States, in my opinion, I would say.
I agree with that. I mean, the way that they say it, it might
That's
come
what I'm
there. The way that like their voice, they have a higher tone of voice. It's soft, and it's just the way they talk. But that's like fool's gold, man. It's not.
This,
It's not to say. It's not. It's really just to make everything they want to do to you easier for them. You know what I mean?
that's
Why
that
would they
work. That's
talk
what
to
I'm
you crazy?
saying.
Like it's more of a IQ thing on their part. You know what I mean?
That's
But
what I'm saying. They know how to use their femininity to their advantage to get what they want versus coming at
yeah,
you with masculine energy as a woman to get what they want. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not saying they're perfect. I'm saying they do have attitudes, but their attitudes are like more feminine to me. I don't know. I'm trying to like feminine aggressive versus masculine aggressive. Is that kind of make sense?
I hear you. Know, I get what you're saying. Just in the way that like, okay, if you compare the U.S. to Colombia,
Yeah.
um, and traditionally, like U.S. women have been more outspoken, more bold,
Yeah. That's.
and
Mhm.
whereas like the Colombian have a certain like culture dynamic, whereas they kind of, I don't want to say they act the same, but they don't have as much outliers and like women that are like very masculine. But
That's what I'm trying to say.
but
Something like that.
but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, like it doesn't necessarily mean like that's the answer for every guy, and that's kind of like what the passport bro movement has kind of like put out there, is just like, hey, are you not liking the dating culture in the United States? Well, all you need to do is hop on a plane, and there's some beautiful Latinas that are ready to serve you
Yeah.
in the next Latin country over, and that's just not it.
Right.
Like to get like what you're gonna find when you get to that country is pros, women that like are not going to treat you like they would treat a normal guy from their country. You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna jump into the conversation right here, because I think it is not. I mean, it's. I mean, Latinas are pretty submissive sometimes, but when they get along to you, I mean, they're good when they're
Yeah.
happy. But once you have them happy, it could be like your worst nightmare,
Yeah.
because they have like this Latino behavior when they're Medellin. I mean, they're from Medellin. They're from Cali. They're from Cartagena. They're used to that kind of stuff, violence and sometimes aggression. It's part of the language they speak when they need to, right?
Yeah.
So, I've been living here all I'm 43, and I've been living here all my life. I've been back and forth from different countries, but I always had couples from here. And from my perspective, is people from here, girls from here, are pretty different from the United States. I had a girlfriend in the United States, actually, and
Okay. Okay.
it was way different, right? The
What
relationship
what
was,
what what, what race was she? What was she? Like what race from the United States?
I'm a Latino, so you make your
Latino.
numbers. I mean, blonde, blue eye,
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to the United States in order to get a Latina, right? I mean,
ahead. Right.
Right.
it's not like that. But the thing is, as a behavior perspective, speaking with, around a Latina, and especially girls from Medellin, they have this. How you call it? Like they just want to accomplish goals and all kind of stuff. I mean, this dreamer thinking that they have. They want to accomplish their dreams no matter what they have to do. So uh, the visitors, the passport bros, and a lot of people that comes to Medellin in order to see that it's a beautiful Latina, that it's pretty they serve you well, it's pretty submissive. At a certain point, uh, they just are trying to make themselves. Uh, they're trying to compensate what they lack of. If they lack of economic stability, they're trying to use you because trying to get it. If
Mhm.
they need company, they're trying to use you to get it. If they want to travel the world and make themselves like a pretty famous online character, they're gonna use it for it. You're not gonna be in the pictures. You're gonna be in Hawaii. You're gonna take her to Paris, Dubai, anywhere else, and you're not gonna be in the pictures because they use it for it. but that
So
is just
true.
because it doesn't have to be bad stuff. I mean, we all use our jobs or friends in order to do that. I mean, it's a totally
It's
normal
human
thing.
nature. Yeah, it's like
It's human
nature.
nature, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, how we avoid to get used for those girls in order to like have a real relationship with it. It is just like matter of communication. It's matter of getting the things right at the beginning. And if you say, hey, I'm just having fun, I want to have fun with you, I have another girlfriend abroad, I just want to have, I mean, I can support you, I can give you some money in order you to be like good here, but I'm not willing to having a serious relationship with you. But if you do want to have a serious relationship, you have to state that at the beginning. You
Yeah.
have to state it and trying to like to be so honest, clear, and that kind of stuff. Because if they just finds out that you are not playing fair, they're gonna be like way worse than girls from the
Okay,
United States.
so maybe I haven't made it to that point, I guess. So you're saying they're just like this in the beginning, and then once you are with them for some time, then this other side comes out. They're just putting on a show
No, I
to
mean, no, they're. I mean, if you treat well a girl from Medellin, they're gonna take care of you. They're gonna like iron your clothing. They're gonna make
cook,
you.
clean,
Some
like
girl, bro. Like I don't
sexual
know
stuff,
about that, bro.
everything. Like
I
that's
don't
what
know
I'm
about
saying. They
that. I don't know
they do
about
all
that.
the stuff. They do everything.
What do you
I
mean?
have the good
Where do I
ones,
meet
bro.
this
I
girl,
mean,
Camilo? I have yet to meet a
No,
girl
it's like
like
yeah, it's
that
like they're
irons my
talk.
clothes, bro.
They do it. They iron the clothes. They clean the plate. Like they just
I
come.
He's
usually have to
talking
pay
about like
them
one in a
to
thousand, though.
iron
He's
my
talking
like.
about
No,
like one in a thousand. He's talking about like one in a thousand, and it's like
Yeah.
no,
you're gonna have to
no.
talk to so
but I'm
many
not. I'm not
girls to
speaking
get
Yeah.
one
one
in a
that's like
thousand. I
that.
mean,
Like,
I know. I know a lot of people here. The thing
bro,
is, I mean, what I think is you guys are looking at the bad spot. I mean, if you look for like in dating app, you're not gonna get like
of
a real
course
good
not.
one.
Of course not. No, 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 no. I talk to girls straight up. Like whenever I see them in person, it's always like that. Like it's
In
no online
Medellin, like
for
what
me.
what city are you in? Are you in Medellin meeting these girls? Because I don't. Or what city are you
He's in
in?
No,
Medellin, actually. I think.
but listen, I've had great girlfriends in Medellin. It's all over my channel, bro. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like I haven't
Okay.
had a great girl in Medellin. It's
Yeah.
just that I'm telling you, it's not something that everybody's gonna find without
Right.
investing like years of time.
Yep. Yep.
I don't think
That's the
no,
you're
no,
not
no.
just pulling up and hitting that. Like, I'm telling you, bro. And that's what and plus, another thing with the passport bros, anyway, it's like everyone says they want to get into a real relationship and all this.
Yeah.
Why aren't we seeing guys in relationships? Like, why is it all like? Why do you need 200 condoms if you're looking for like a relationship or something? You know what
We
I
don't gotta
mean?
get
Or like,
pregnant, you know?
or I'm just saying, like, all these guys that say they're trying to find something serious, they really look like serial daters and they just want to hit shit. You know what I mean? And that's cool, but just say that. You know what I mean?
I'm saying you
And
have
I
to
have
date
that.
to find the one. I'm saying it's many girls that do all these things that I'm saying. I'm not. I'm trying to understand where you meeting your girls at. Like all the
Yeah.
few women I have met,
Bro, AG
they're very.
Pellas do, bro. Like, come on.
Hey, I
I
propose
met
something.
my ex girlfriend. I met her at the mall. She owned the nail shop that I used to go to. The girl before that, I met her walking the dog.
You
Okay,
know something? We should get together and get like a real girl from Medellin online.
Well, Files
Yeah,
can't
that's
come in Medellin, so I don't know. Only the three of us could get together.
I guess I'll be
Yeah, I
there.
mean, we can hang
Once
out a
my
little
term
bit
is
and we can just like do a live
Yeah,
and
we need to do
probably
a
invite somebody
documentary,
who can
bro.
speak English pretty well and try to give them to give us their impressions about like
Yeah.
what it's to
and the
be a
thing is,
girl in
like,
Medellin, what they think about it. I mean,
that's
yeah,
we're
true.
definitely.
guys, we
That's
have
true.
goals, bro. I mean, we don't have any
We need
tits,
a girl.
so
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we
Camilla,
need a
You're
girl. We need
Colombian.
a girl perspective.
Yeah.
You're Colombian too. Like, bro, like
You
it's
know how
a
to talk.
totally different game. Like, um, again, like it takes a lot of like time and investment into the culture to be able to like to relate to a girl like that. Like, you know what I mean?
That's,
Um,
Everyone has his weapons, bro. I mean, you have.
no,
I
I mean
mean,
you could use different things, but like I'm just telling, like I feel like guys have the wrong impression of this, like based on like a lot of the content that gets put out there. Like it
Do
just
you
sells
live
it.
there now? I'm saying, where do you live in Medellin now? Or where you at?
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
saying.
I'm agree with it. I'm agree with it. I mean, it depends on what side are you. I mean, if you are the side I mean, if you are a local guy from Medellin that you have never known anything about like Americans or I mean Europeans,
Right.
you don't have anything about what I mean how they think, how Americans think.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
That's what
you're
I'm
gonna
saying.
try
Like,
to have something against you because I mean, just picture that thing. You're coming here. You have money,
Yeah.
and you get like very good apartments,
yeah,
very good places. You're getting the best girls and the good looking
yeah,
girls. I mean, probably
right.
you're gonna get like a pretty rage against.
Bro, I had
Against
pretty hoes in Texas, bro. Like it wasn't like it's not I
yeah,
still
Are
but
you
like dating
you from
girls. I
Texas?
still like
yeah,
dating
but
girls from the
once
States. I
once
was
you
just
get it
dating a girl from the
when
States
you
last year from
yeah when
Baltimore.
you have
I was like,
traveled around
You're
the
not gonna
world
go back
that
to dating a
perspective
girl from the
changes a lot.
States after you date a girl from out the country. You can't if you date a girl out the country, you can't date a girl from the States. It's not gonna you can't even go back to doing that.
I love
It's not
American women, bro. There's
it's
something
night
with
and day
American
difference.
women.
It's night and
There's
day
something that
difference.
American women do that like Colombian women can never do though. At the
Yeah,
Like
same
when
what?
time,
you
like
try Colombia and I go back, something like that.
You can't. You can't.
nah, like
Latino.
it's just different. It's just they're different, bro. But you can't say like American girls got their own flavor too. Like
Yeah.
don't play
Yeah,
the
I
If you want
American
to
mean,
deal
girl.
with that, if you
I'm
want to
not gonna
deal with
lie
that,
to you. I mean,
You
I
ever
know
dated
a
like
lot
a
of people in
ghetto
the United
Southern
States.
belle from like Dallas, Texas? Like that shit is a
I'm in Houston. I'm in
it's like
Houston.
its
I'm in
own flavor. You
Houston.
know what I mean? So it's like, bro, that you can't replicate that nowhere else.
Yeah.
But
It's
that's
too
what I'm
hard.
saying.
It's too
Like I
hard.
don't put the Colombian girls on a pedestal. Like oh y'all are just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like fuck that,
Latinas
bro.
are on the pedestal.
Fuck that,
Latinas are on
bro.
the pedestal. They are.
You
They're
can
on the
make you can
Latinas.
find a fire Moroccan girl. You can find a
Oh
fire
yeah,
Nigerian girl. You can
that's what
find
I'm
Chinese
saying.
a
girl.
fire
Out of
Thai
the
chick.
U.S., any outside of the U.S., outside of the U.S., I agree with that.
But I think it's a matter of culture, and every country you go, you have to fit in and to try to blend in into the country, into the culture, in order to like be successful with women. Because I mean, every culture has its own issues, right? So
Yeah.
that's a matter of fact. I mean, if you go to Morocco, they're kind of the same culture as here. I mean, they have like they're Muslims, they have
Mhm.
like religion issues right there, but they are more like alike from here because we have like a certain DNA sharing with those girls with Arabs. So
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as a culture, as a Colombian, I think. Uh, that the best way in order to be successful with women, I mean, good women, not like the women you get through with Provenza and Parquilleras. No, I mean, like the real one, like
They're
the
just working
cars
girls. They're
girlfriends here,
working girls.
uh, the cars girlfriends here, the good ones. I mean, giving you a heads up, Carrie, you're doing a terrific job here. So the thing is, it's to blend in. That's what he did. I mean, you have to blend in. You have to like deal with the, the the day to day of those girls, trying to know him, to know them pretty good. So what I think is we should get. I mean, we're all guys. We should get like a girl perspective from here, what they
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, I would
And
say yeah,
two,
definitely.
you gotta be hella patient too, like for like a good girl in Colombia. A lot of guys have a very limited time here. Like so it's
Yeah.
just like you got a week or 5 days. You might only see her once in a week because they're very like hard to catch the
Yeah.
women out here.
Where,
Like they always got
where
shit
you
to
mean
do.
your girl? I don't have this experience. I
Unless
do
you're
not
dealing
have this
with pros,
experience.
pros are available all day, all night. But
I
like,
don't have
bro,
this experience, man. Mine is totally
What?
different. I
all
don't
right,
have
see,
this.
you're still in that honeymoon phase, I think, or maybe you haven't really like, I don't know how much time you spent here, but like once you get into the real
I was
Colombia, like real people got stuff to
I
do.
was there
They're
for
not
three
just hanging.
months
They're not just
this
like,
year. This year I was
huh?
there for 3 months. I've been there. I was there for 3 months earlier this year. Three
That's like the
months.
start. That's getting started. But like, I'm telling you, with time, you'll see. Eventually, you'll see. Like, but yeah, nah. When you're in that, like 3 months, you're not living here yet. You're still. That's like a vacation still. Like, yeah, I'm gonna post up in Colombia 3 months. You probably, got more time and you can hang out and do stuff like Nah, bro. Like actually linking up with like good Colombian girls, it takes a minute just to get your
Yeah.
Yeah,
schedule together.
actually, you have a great point about it. You have a great point. I mean, that's what I tell.
I'm not trying
What
to
I'm
hate on
telling you
your
about
game either. I
blending.
No,
promise
I'm
you.
listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm just saying my experience is totally different. I'm listening.
You know
Yeah,
why Fowler's experience is
that's what I'm
different? Because
telling
he
you
uses
about the
Magnum
blend in.
condoms.
I mean, you should be. I mean, if you get an app like Tinder or Bumble and you just like swipe, and you eventually get a match or something, you shouldn't get too excited about it at the
Yeah.
beginning because
Right. Yeah.
if there's a rush. I mean, if you're gonna spend just like a couple of weeks, I mean, don't expect that somebody's gonna give you sex for nothing, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes here the good girls needs to know you pretty well,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they're kind of more like passive at the beginning, but once
Mhm.
you get that, you get a real good woman, you're gonna be you're gonna have like a jewel. You have a not a submissive, but a real partner, because they're
Mhm.
gonna try to build with you, build financially speaking. They're gonna try to get like a company with you, and somebody just makes you push you forward in order to be like a better person, a richer
Yeah.
person, and also a happier person. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. You have to spend right here more than a month. You have to blend in. You have to like try to get like the same customs. I mean, there's an old saying right here: "Al lugar que fueres, haz lo que vieres." I don't know how to translate that, AG.
Yeah.
But if you go to any place, you have to like get like to do what they do, right?
Mhm.
That's what it says. So if you come here and you blend in and you just try to understand how they think, how they feel, how they respond to the stimulus that as men you get you just send to them,
Mhm.
you're gonna be succeeded at it, and you're gonna be happy, and you're gonna be robbed. I mean, more than two, more. I mean, less than 2 weeks. It's not enough to
Yeah.
really meet a person and to get
Agree
a
with
good
you.
girl. What are you gonna
Yeah.
get on less than 2 weeks? Right, a hooker. So that's what it is.
Working
Yeah,
girls. Yeah.
like
Mhm.
Exactly. No, you're right.
facts.
You're right. Well, there it is, man. I don't know if we could talk about anything else. Somebody, I think I'll be
I
in
want to say,
Colombia.
I just want to say, like, real quick, like, prayers go out to like the people affected by this earthquake. That shit
Oh
was
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
insane, dude. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like, life changing experience, and in a bad and a good way, I think. But like for me, I'm saying, um, just like being grateful for like every moment and stuff like that, and I just like I love to see how the Colombians are coming together on that. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but there's so much going on with that, AG. Like the
Yeah,
president, you know, it seems like the Colombian people are a little bit like not in Cali, you know, one of the most affected areas. They're kind of rejecting all their leadership, their
oh
political
wow.
leadership. I saw the governor of Cali get like thrown out from the street, like rocks thrown at him, and then
Oh,
Yeah,
I saw
people are
that.
saying,
Oh, yeah.
No, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get you like better information about it. I mean, what is happening in Cali, Pereira, and Armenia, and all those cities? It's because it has to be controlled, because there's a lot of disorder, right? I mean, there's a full tragedy right there. It's a huge tragedy, but a lot of people wants to help, but sometimes helping too much, it just causes you that you're going to damage a lot of things. So once you
exactly.
have order, that's what we Colombians do not have. Colombians do not have order. They're not pretty organized. So
Hmm.
what this government's trying to do is trying to organize people in order to succeed, because if you do anything, I mean, I have a bunch of friends getting into their Instagrams accounts, a lot of money, a lot of goods in order to send there, but they don't have a fucking clue where to send those goods. But
Exactly.
what I'm telling you is, it's okay to help. I mean, it's really we love you doing that thing.
There's
But
no rush though. There's no rush.
we have to control that. We have to control that.
Yeah.
It would be like a guided help that really makes an impact on this tragedy. That's what it is. It don't politicize this thing. It's not a politics thing. It's not that the FICO, I mean the governor here, or like the president or the past president, they're not involved in this. The
Yeah.
problem is that we have to act as quickly but organized. If we do not act organized, everything is going to be a chaos worse than the initial tragedy really was. So
I totally agree. And I see a lot of content creators like rushing to these cities to create content. And I feel like a part of it is like, yeah, you want to help, but also it's like some people I just feel like are just creating content just to be there, you know? And it's not really helpful because they need silence, they need open roads, and then like every person there or car is like balancing, you know, it's like weight on the street that could make a building fall over and all type of stuff. So like it's disorganized, and you know, that whole thing. And I want to say too, like there's going to be plenty of time to help, right? Like the people are going to have to rebuild. Like it's not like you have to just throw all the resources.
We already
at them
had
right now.
an experience like that. You know, 1999 earthquake in Armenia just blew the fucking city down, right? I mean, and they rebuilt the city from scratch. And now Armenia was the was the best one of the three cities, Cali,
Because they
Armenia,
rebuilt.
and Pereira. It was the less damaged
Affected.
one, because they rebuilt this from a previous incident that they learned about it. So I think Colombians and a lot of Latinos, they have resilience. They are pretty resilient people, and they are accomplished type of people. They like to be successful. So I know that this is a tragedy. It's pretty sad. There's a lot of people dead. There's a lot of people on this fallen, collapsed buildings. But we're eventually going to get through this. And I know that there's a lot of people that wants to help. But what I think the most helpful thing about Colombia is to speak well about Colombia. Colombia, it's a beautiful country. It's a safe country. It's not like we had the country we had in the 90s, 2000. It's now a pretty good country, has pretty good people, despite you have bad experiences like Files had right here. But I apologize if you had something like that, but I invite you to come here, Colombia again, and try to meet a new face of Colombia.
I'm working on.
Bro. Talk to Fico, Camilo. We need hood files in the country, bro.
I'm trying. My attorney's working on it. He's working on the case.
You'll be all right, man. You'll be able to solve that.
We have to try to change the perspective in a different way. I mean, try to make them understand that like people that are come to Colombia, they're in love in Colombia, and they're not trying to be suspicious of committing a crime. That's what it is. So I think if you try to speak with the agent of migration, you're probably going to get along with it. I mean, try to explain what you do for a living. If you are trying to like expose realities that it's not like pre-accepted.
Right.
Sometimes if they just feel you as an activist, or they see you as a people that are trying, a person that is trying to give somebody good to the country, they're not gonna push you back to your country. I mean, it's just a matter of communication, and I hope you guys have the best experience next time. Next time you call me, and I'll pick you at the airport, and I'll give you like make you feel about a great experience about it.
Yeah, I need to see. I want to see what you guys are talking about, so I can see something different.
Yeah.
Sorry, got some Mexican comedy for you.
Have you been all over Colombia, like to the other cities and stuff?
Yeah, I've been to Cartagena a few times. I've been to Bogota a few times. I've been to Medellin the most. So I've been to Cartagena probably like 2, 3 times. I've been to Bogota like 3 times, and Medellin. This will be my 5th time in Medellin. So yeah, I've been a few places. Yeah.
Okay, I recommend unfortunately, like the regions that got affected by this earthquake were some of the best regions of Colombia,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Salento, Finlandia, Armenia, what you
uh,
mentioned, Pereira,
mhm.
Manizales. They have like these hot springs. They call them
That's where
thermales.
I wanted to go.
Yeah,
That's
but
where I wanted to go. To Hot
Amazing.
Springs. Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna give you a couple of recommendations. The cities that are not like pretty popular, but
Oh
they
yeah.
have gorgeous women, and you're gonna find out that it's true. One is Bucaramanga. Bucaramanga is in the north,
Okay.
like
Santander.
northeast. It's next to
Mhm.
Venezuela.
Okay.
Uh, Gorgeous women, pretty good food, and they don't have like as much as nightlife as Medellin because it's not that big. But
Right.
eventually gonna get like pretty fun though.
Okay.
And the
It's
other
more
one is,
relaxed.
yeah, Cali is it's pretty good. I mean, you have pretty good salsa spots right there, and you're gonna have pretty fun.
Great
And
food. Cali
the
salsa.
other one is
Cali.
Neighbor. I mean, like
Neighbor.
Neighbor. I mean,
Okay.
girls from there, boy. I mean, they're so gorgeous, bro. I mean,
Okay. I
you
need to write
definitely
this
have to
down.
go there.
Neighbor. I'll just write it down.
Urabá. Urabá.
Urawa is
Aba.
pretty good. I mean, if you were into like black girls, that's your perfect spot, bro.
Yeah.
Urabá.
But it's
Without
not.
the attitude. As long as they don't have the attitude.
I had two girlfriends from Frontino. If you know Frontino.
Yeah, Frontino.
Okay.
It's near from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So all these other cities. Okay. So it's a lot of different cities besides just Medellin, Cartagena, and Bogota. Huh? So that because that's the 3 main ones that I know. So I know a little bit about Cali, but y'all are naming other cities as well. So okay.
Yeah, I
Doradal.
mean,
San
sometimes, I mean,
Carlos.
if you want to explore like beaches, uh, could be like Santa Marta is one of
Santa Marta.
it's a
La
great
Guajira.
spot to go, and La Guajira, especially
Uh,
Palomino Beach.
Palamino. Mm-hmm.
oh.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a
Minca.
pretty good
Minca is
spot,
fire
to
too.
go. And
Okay.
in order to find more locals like Latinas and stuff, Coeñas, Monitos, Tolu. It's like way south. From Medellin, you can hit there like 5-6 hours the road, and
okay.
you're probably gonna enjoy a lot like the road coming from here to Bonitos or something like that. You're gonna eat like arepa huevo, a lot of fish, a lot of
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
So you're gonna enjoy it. It's more like a road trip that you can
Okay.
go and you
Yeah.
finally get to the beach and you get guaro and you puke for all the water you just drank something, and it is going to be a blast. I mean, I'm telling you.
Okay. Yeah.
The other thing is you can go to the Pacific coast. You can go to
Mm.
Nuki. You can go to Capurganá, Trigana, anything right there.
Oh.
It's a pretty good thing. And if you are more adventurous and you like more like feel like you're not in control or something, you go to Choco. Quibdó, it's pretty good. You're gonna love it.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
wow. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get out of Medellin then. I guess you gotta.
Got
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely
Leticia
have to
in the
go to
Amazon
Quibdó.
too.
Choco has this humid jungle weather and has like these pristine beaches. You can go and see the whales, like this
Oh, okay.
big whales, and
Yeah.
you're gonna find the blast right there. I mean, there's a lot of black people population right there. You're gonna feel pretty welcome, and you're gonna feel
Okay.
like pretty good about it.
Okay. Got yeah. That's a good advice. Like I didn't even know about all these other places.
Actually, Colombia is very black. It's very Afro once you get out of
Yeah.
Medellin.
Yeah.
Get out
Like
of
a lot
Medellin.
of the
That's
country.
Yeah,
uh,
actually it's pretty mixed. Medellin
It is
is more.
mixed.
It's
But you'd be
it's more.
surprised. People that never go to those areas have no
right.
idea.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah. You don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Buenaventura, for example. Buenaventura is like very black. All of
yeah.
Oh
Chocó, as
wow.
you said, is very black.
You know,
A lot
coast
of the coast.
I mean, but both of coast, both of the cities are by the sea. I mean, even the Pacific or Caribbean, they have a lot of black people population
Oh, okay.
around, right?
See,
But
they don't
when
never
you
show
come
that
here,
side.
when you come more like into center, they have
Mhm.
more Indians style.
Ah, okay,
I mean,
right. Like
Bogota
every
is
time they
kind of
show you,
Indians. It's like
they always
Chinese
show
with
like,
like this lace hair and stuff. We're
uh-huh.
right here. It's because we have like more Arab stuff because we
Ah,
have colonized by some Arabs that was named Vascos, Españoles. So we
ah,
have this like these things. I mean, like the shades below my eyes, and we have curly hair, something like that. So we just
okay.
look more like Arabs
The
instead
I
of
Arab,
see
yeah,
it. I see it.
I see it. Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
but
it.
it's DNA. I mean, it's just a matter of DNA and culture.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
paint
there
myself
it
right here.
is. Yeah, we know. We know. Well, there it is, man. I think.
Okay, guys, I'm running out of battery. I'm
Sure.
gonna leave you. It's good. I mean, AG just tried to I don't know, to get another session like this with the girl,
Yeah.
and we just it's a pleasure to meet you, you both guys. AG,
yeah, like,
uh,
yeah.
always a pleasure. I'm running out of battery, so I'm gonna leave you.
Gotcha, bro. All right,
Okay.
sounds
Hot
good.
as hell in Medellin.
Yeah, have a good one, bro.
Peace out.
All right, nice to meet you.
All right. Well, Hood Files.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
thank you for blessing
Appreciate it.
the platform. Thank you for speaking out. Finally get the truth out there, not like some other folks that,
Yeah.
like to run with shit. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. That was productive. I thank you. Yeah, that was productive.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hopefully we could see you. We can meet in Colombia one day or wherever around the earth. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah. We got each other's contact, so yeah, stay in contact.
There it is, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.
All right.